What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another reverse video, and welcome to the very last character breakdown video that I will be doing on this channel. Today we're going to be looking at Ada Wong. She joins the fray from Resident Evil 2, an agent who came to Raccoon City for reasons not quite clear. She claimed to be an FBI and worked alongside Leon. She has a handgun and a very powerful single-shot bowgun. Ada has more dodges to her arsenal than the other characters in Resident Evil Reverse. She can even dodge while being damaged when her HP is extremely low. This gives her great survivability. Her somersault kick is a good skill to use for keeping enemies at bay, and when using it at a close range can knock back an enemy. Her pipe bomb arrow is a skill that's better to use further away. Both skills are great to have, but you can't use them in rapid succession. That's why it's good to know when to use these skills exactly. Ada Wong's standard weapon in this game is called the Broom HC, which the Broom is actually the same handgun you will see Ada using in Resident Evil 2 Remake. Ada's personal weapon is the standard crossbow, which is vintage Ada Wong and is the weapon that we seem to see her using in almost every single game that she's appeared in. Moving on to Ada Wong and her skills, her passive skill is called a Spy's Wisdom, which automatically helps you recover a small amount of stamina and briefly gain the ability to dodge regardless of any other conditions when HP reaches critical levels. If this doesn't make you want to use Ada Wong already, I don't know what does. Her other skill is called Pipe Bomb Arrow, and what it is you can leap directly upwards and shoot a single arrow with a pipe bomb attached to it in the direction of your reticle. The arrow explodes on impact and deals significant damage to enemies near the impact zone. Her last skill is called Somersault Kick, and what you can do a somersault kick is you can do a backward somersault kick that deals damage to enemies a very short distance away from you. If this attack hits a human, it is a most likely guarantee that they're going to be knocked down. Therefore, you can finish them off because they will be stunned and they will probably be on the floor. I think all of those things considered, including her passive skill, makes Ada Wong ideally the most go-to character in Resident Evil Reverse. This is the build I use for Ada Wong in Resident Evil Reverse, and this is the build that you will see me using in all of my videos of Reverse on YouTube. For starters, one of the most unique coins that I use for Ada Wong on my build is Crossbow Extra Bolt, which simply enough just allows the crossbow to fire a second bolt without reloading, but also reduces damage dealt by the crossbow, which means the crossbow will not be dealing as much damage as it normally would, but I have 2 shots instead of 1, as you can see. And when I first stumbled across this coin, I really thought that I just wanted to use this and try to get good with this setup, because when do you ever get a shot to actually use 2 bolts in the crossbow? That doesn't usually ever happen in any kind of game, so I figured, hey, that's a little bit unique, why not give it a go? And I've just been using it ever since then. I've noticed some pro players that don't use this coin, and some that actually even reached out to me and questioned why I use that coin because it's not very meta, but at the end of the day, I just go with what I go with. I also like to use Pipe Bomb Arrow Auto Loader, which automatically loads a bolt into the crossbow after using Pipe Bomb Arrow. Also increases damage dealt by the next bolt fired. So with that on top of Crossbow Extra Bolt, that kind of balances out my build, because Crossbow Extra Bolt reduces damage dealt by the crossbow, but the Pipe Bomb Arrow Autoloader increases the damage dealt by the next bolt fired. So take that for what it is, guys. I think that's pretty pro strats on my part. I also have Pipe Bomb Arrow Damage Booster, which increases damage dealt by Pipe Bomb Arrow. So as I said, the Pipe Bomb Arrow will do increased damage, and the next bolt fired after the Pipe Bomb Arrow was used will do more damage as well. So both of those things combined does make Ada Wong a pretty tanky character when I put that into consideration. Lastly, I have Human HP Booster, which increases HP when playing as a human, and if you guys have been watching my character breakdown videos, it is one of the most common coins that I use on all of my builds for all of my characters. Another wise coin to use for Ada Wong is Somersault Kick Range Extender, because as I said previously, the Somersault Kick only attacks enemies at a very short range. So therefore, having Somersault Kick Range Extender does increase the attack range of Somersault Kick. Another coin that I see Ada Wong mains using quite often is Crossbow Intensity Focuser, which increases the knockback power of the crossbow against human opponents when the reticle is fully focused. And not only that, but I see a lot of characters that like to use Ada, and when using Ada, I notice they like to use all 4 coins on their build that all help the crossbow in some way or form, which means they have no human HP booster, or no dodge recovery booster, or no pipe bomb arrow damage booster for that matter. So I don't quite understand that. Some people need to clarify that in the comments for me, because I don't really know what's the benefit of having 4 coins that just go for 1 gun. And sometimes as a player, when I'm facing people like Chon or ABA-CAB, I notice that they like to use the same character with the same build over and over again, which helps me better understand how they play and how they like to play. And when I see that they have all 4 coins on just one crossbow build, it makes me realize that they will be able to go down quicker if I just go super aggressive on them and make sure I get my damage in. So for me as a player to have human HP booster, I know that if I'm hitting my shots, I can win the fight against some of those players. One thing to heavily keep in mind, because I've said this before and I'll say this again, that this game just comes down to the luck of the draw. If you happen to be able to be at the right place at the right time and have the right situational awareness, you can get off some really good kills that will help you later on in the match and potentially make you go on to win the game. There's definitely a difference between feeling comfortable on this game and not feeling comfortable on this game when it comes to playing as a certain character, which is why a lot of people like to just go in with their so-called main characters. It's because it's the character that they're most comfortable with, and it's the character that they tend to use most of the time. This game has definitely seen its fair share of toxic players. For example, I've seen players that have come and trash talked me before on my channel because of me not being able to be as good as a certain character as them, but I know for sure that when it came down to it, they wouldn't be a better Hunk, Tundra, Night Howl, Canine, Lobo, or any other character for that matter, because that's all the characters I like to play as. I like to mix it up and go variety on this game. Or else, if I was like a boring player, I would just be Ada Wong and nothing but Ada Wong. No hate towards anybody that plays this game, but I definitely have a bit more respect for the people that actually like to play with different characters and mix it up a bit. I will go ahead and wrap up this final character breakdown video on my channel. I hope you guys like this little series I have going. I put it in a playlist and I have it in my channel. If you guys want to check out all of my character breakdowns, you can go to my playlist and you can check it out. It's my most recent playlist. But with that being said, I hope you guys tune in for my next video tomorrow. Peace.